Hey Reddit, I'm Emily, 35, and my family just taught me a valuable lesson. No matter how much you help, some people will always want more. I always thought I was the responsible one in my family, the one who had my life together, who worked hard, who didn't rely on handouts. And for a long time, I didn't mind being that person. I liked being able to help when my family needed me. But this time, they crossed the line. For context, I have two siblings, my younger sister, Lily, 29, and my older brother, Matt, 40. Matt is the best. He's always been there for me, and we've had each other's backs since we were kids. He's also had a really tough year. A few months ago, he was in a terrible accident that left him with some serious medical bills. His insurance covered a lot, but there were still things he needed: rehab, medications, living expenses while he recovered. So I helped. I covered a chunk of his bills, made sure he could focus on healing without worrying about money. I didn't even think twice about it. He's my brother, and he's always looked out for me. Lily, on the other hand, she's the definition of spoiled. My mom has babied her since the day she was born. She's never had to work for anything, never had a struggle. And thanks to my mom, she thinks she deserves special treatment just for existing. She found out I helped Matt, and instead of being supportive, she lost her mind. I was at my mom's house for dinner when Lily brought it up, completely out of nowhere. "So, I heard you helped Matt out with his bills." I nodded, not thinking much of it. "Yeah, he needed it." She leaned back in her chair, crossing her arms. "That's nice. So when are you going to help me?" I blinked. "Help you with what?" She smirked. "Buying a house." I laughed. I actually laughed. "Oh, you're serious?" I said after a second. Her expression turned icy. "Matt got money. Why shouldn't I?" I stared at her. "Lily, Matt was in a life-altering accident. He needed help. You just want free stuff." She scoffed. "It's not free. I need a house, Emily. Prices are insane, and I don't want to throw money away on rent forever." I shook my head. "That's not my problem." She lost it. "Mom." She turned to our mother, practically whining. "Are you hearing this? Emily thinks Matt deserves help, but I don't." Mom sighed like she was exhausted with me. "Emily," she said, "Lily does have a point." I almost choked on my drink. "What?" Mom gave me her classic guilt trip look. "You're in the best financial position out of all of us. If you help Matt, it's only fair that you help Lily too." I stared at her. "Are you seriously comparing life-saving medical bills to buying Lily a house?" Mom shrugged. "It's only fair," she said again. I put my fork down. "No, it's not." Lily slammed her hand on the table. "You're being so selfish. You have money, and you're just hoarding it instead of helping your own family." I laughed again. "This is unbelievable." She glared at me. "So you're really going to help Matt, but leave me struggling?" I shook my head. "Struggling? Lily, you still live with Mom. You don't even pay rent. If you want a house, get a job and buy one." She gasped like I had just slapped her. And then she looked at Mom. And Mom gave me an ultimatum that changed everything. Mom took a deep breath like she was preparing herself for what she was about to say. "Emily," she said slowly, "if you don't help Lily, you're turning your back on this family." I blinked. Lily smirked. Mom kept going, doubling down. "I raised you better than this. Family helps each other. If you refuse to help your sister the way you helped your brother, then maybe we should rethink our relationship." I almost laughed. Mom, giving me an ultimatum over this? Lily must have noticed I wasn't reacting because she jumped in, piling it on. "That's right, Emily. Mom, and I won't forget this." I tilted my head. "So let me get this straight. If I don't buy Lily a house, you're threatening to go no contact with me?" Mom hesitated. "I'm saying that." No, no, no." I leaned forward, crossing my arms. "Say it clearly. You'll cut me off if I don't give Lily money for a house." Mom faltered. She wasn't expecting me to call her out. Lily, however, had no shame. "Yes," she said flatly. "If you're not going to be part of this family, then we're not going to be part of yours." I stared at her for a second, then let out a slow laugh. "Wow," I said. "That makes this really easy then." Mom's face dropped. "Emily, don't." I cut her off. "No, you just gave me an ultimatum, right? So fine. I choose no contact." Lily's jaw dropped. Mom's face turned red. "That's not what I meant." "No, it's exactly what you meant," I shot back. "You both just admitted that you see me as a wallet, not family. And if I say no, I get punished. So fine. I'm making the decision for you. I'm out. I grabbed my bag and stood up. Mom panicked. Emily, sit down. Let's talk about this. I laughed. We just did. And I heard you loud and clear. Lily scoffed. You're so dramatic. I turned to her and smiled. Enjoy your house hunt. I hope you find something within your budget. She turned red. You're going to regret this. No, Lily, I said, already walking to the door. You are. And then I left, and I felt zero guilt. That was the last time I spoke to them for weeks. They expected me to crawl back, to feel bad, to beg for their approval. Instead, I blocked them. Mom, Lily, their constant texts, their guilt-tripping, gone. I kept my relationship with Matt, of course. He was just as disgusted as I was by their behavior. I can't believe they actually thought that would work, he said one night over dinner. I shrugged. Lily's always been Mom's golden child. She probably figured she could just throw a tantrum and get her way. Matt smirked. And now she's throwing a tantrum because she didn't. I laughed. Serves her right. I thought that was the end of it. But then, Mom tried to force my hand in a way I never saw coming. One afternoon, Matt sent me a text. Matt, hey, have you heard about what Mom's planning? I frowned. Me no? What's up? He took a second to respond. Then, Matt, she's trying to put Lily in charge of the family business. I stared at my screen. Then I called him. What the hell do you mean she's putting Lily in charge? Matt sighed. She's telling everyone that you abandoned the family. So she's passing the business to Lily instead. I laughed. Actually laughed. Our family business? The one I've been running for years. Yep. The one Lily has never worked a single day at. Uh-huh. I shook my head. She's out her damn mind. Matt sighed. I don't think she actually expects Lily to run anything. She just wants to cut you out, like a power move or something. I clenched my jaw. Oh, so this was about control. Mom thought she could punish me by handing the family business over to Lily. She thought I'd come crawling back, begging her not to. But if she thought I was just going to sit back and let this happen, she was dead wrong. Because I wasn't just going to stop her. I was going to make sure she never had control again. Mom had officially declared war. I sat on my couch, staring at my phone, replaying Matt's words in my head. She's trying to put Lily in charge of the family business. The same business I had been running for years. The business I had built up, modernized, and expanded. The business Mom barely even touched anymore. And now, just because I didn't hand Lily a free house, she was trying to hand my entire life's work to a woman who had never worked a day in her life. She thought I'd come crawling back. She thought I'd beg. She thought I'd break. But if she wanted a fight, she was about to get one. The next morning, I called the company's lawyer. I had never really needed to before. I handled the day-to-day operations, and technically my mom was still the official owner. But I had a gut feeling this was about to get messy. I sat in the lawyer's office, tapping my nails on the desk. Tell me the truth. Can she just give the company to Lily? He adjusted his glasses. Well, technically, she can give her the title. But control. He smiled. Not so fast. I raised an eyebrow. Explain. He leaned forward. You've been running everything for years. Most of the employees report to you, not her. Clients know and trust you, not her. If she tries to hand Lily a leadership role, people are going to push back. I smirked. Good. He continued. And if you leave, this place collapses. Lily won't know what she's doing. Your mom won't step in. She doesn't even understand how things work anymore. It'll be a disaster. I leaned back. So what you're saying is, I have leverage. He nodded. A lot of it. I grinned. I already knew exactly what I was going to do. That afternoon, I made one more call. This time, to our biggest client, a company we had worked with for years. A company that trusted me, not my mom. I took a deep breath and dialed. Hey, James, I said when he picked up. Emily, always a pleasure. What's up? I exhaled. There's been a shift in leadership at our company. My mom is trying to hand over operations to my sister, who, I let out a dry laugh, has absolutely no experience in this industry. Silence. Then James laughed. Oh, you're joking. Nope. He sighed. That's a problem. You're the reason we even work with your company. If you're not in charge, I don't know if we can continue our contract. Bingo. I smiled. Well, James, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Because now, I had the perfect leverage. 2 days later, I walked into Mom's office. She was sitting behind her desk, acting like a queen on her throne. Lily was next to her, looking smug as ever. I sat down. So, I hear you're making some changes. Mom smiled like she had already won. Yes, it's time for Lily to have more responsibility. I tilted my head. Is it? Because last I checked, she's never even had a job. Lily scoffed. That's why this is a great opportunity. I laughed. Oh, it's an opportunity, all right. Mom sighed. Emily, I know you're upset, but this is my decision. You left this family. Now you're facing the consequences. I smirked. Actually, Mom, I think you're the one facing consequences. She frowned. What are you talking about? I leaned forward. I just got off the phone with James. Her expression shifted. James? Yes. You know, our biggest client? The one that accounts for 40% of our revenue. Mom swallowed. What about him? I smiled. He said if I'm not running things, he's pulling his contract. Mom froze. Lily's smug expression vanished. I kept going. And fun fact, he's not the only one. Most of our long-term partners work with us because of me. Not because of you. Not because of this company's history. Because of me. Mom's face turned pale. Emily, let's not be rash. I cut her off. Oh, this isn't rash, Mom. You made your choice, remember? You chose Lily. You tried to push me out. I stood up, so I'm walking away. And when I do, so does half the company. Silence. Then Lily blurted out. You can't just leave. I turned to her, smiling. Sure I can. You don't need me, right? You're so ready to take over. She gaped at me. Mom. Mom panicked. Emily, let's talk about this. I shook my head. No. You gave me an ultimatum, remember? So now I'm giving you one. I crossed my arms. You either officially make me CEO and take Lily out of the equation completely, or you lose everything. Mom looked like she wanted to cry. Lily, meanwhile, was furious. This isn't fair. You're being manipulative. I laughed. Oh, you mean like how you try to manipulate me into buying you a house? She opened her mouth, but nothing came out. Mom looked defeated. She knew she had no choice. Fine, she finally muttered. The company stays yours. I grinned. Good decision. Then I turned to Lily. Enjoy being broke. And then I walked out. Because this time, I had won. Mom caved. She had no choice. I had checkmated her, and she knew it. But Lily? Lily was furious. She stormed out of Mom's office right after me, practically shaking with rage. This isn't over, she spat. I smirked. Oh, it absolutely is. You think you're so smart, don't you? She sneered. You think you can just walk in and take everything for yourself? I laughed. Lily, this was already mine. I've been running this company for years. You just thought you could throw a tantrum and get handed the keys to a business you've never even worked at. She clenched her fists. Mom will fix this. I tilted my head. Will she? Because I think she just realized she needs me. Not you. Lily's nostrils flared. You're a selfish bitch. I smiled. And yet, you're still broke. She screamed in frustration and stomped away. I didn't care. Because for the first time in my life, she wasn't my problem anymore. That night, I got a call from Matt. So, I heard you crushed them. I smirked. Yep. He laughed. Good. They deserved it. I let out a breath. It still blows my mind. They really thought they could threaten me into giving her a house. Matt scoffed. Mom has always babied Lily. She probably thought she could manipulate you the same way she always does. Yeah, well, that ship has sailed. There was a pause. Then Matt said, You know this means Mom's going to reach out, right? I sighed. Oh, I know. Mom wasn't going to just accept this loss. She was going to try damage control. And sure enough, the next morning, I got a text. Mom, Emily, we need to talk. I rolled my eyes. Me about what? You already made your choice. Mom, I didn't mean for things to go this far. I laughed to myself. Me, you threatened to cut me off over a house, Mom. What exactly did you think was going to happen? She took a few minutes to respond. Mom, I just wanted things to be fair. I snorted. Me, fair? You wanted to punish me for helping Matt. You don't even like fair, Mom. You like giving Lily everything she wants. She tried again. Mom, can we just sit down and talk? As a family? I thought about it. Then I typed. Me, sure. As long as Lily apologizes. Her reply came fast. Mom, Emily, be reasonable. I smirked. Me, nope. Then, I blocked her. Because I was done. Lily ended up crashing and burning. With no free house, no job, and no inheritance coming her way, she spiraled. I heard through the grapevine that she tried to guilt trip one of our aunts into letting her move in. That lasted less than a month before she got kicked out for being lazy. Then she moved in with a friend. Same story. Finally, she ran out of people to mooch off of. And for once, Mom couldn't save her. She had enabled Lily for so long, but now that Lily was an adult with no safety net, she had to do something she had never done before. Take care of herself. I didn't feel bad, not even a little, because this was always coming, and I wasn't going to be the one to save her. A few months passed. Mom stopped trying to reach out. Lily was struggling, and me, I was thriving. Matt and I grew closer than ever. I focused on my business, expanding it on my terms. No more guilt. No more being treated like a walking ATM. No more feeling like I had to earn my family's love. I had finally put myself first. And honestly, I had never felt stronger.